Heidi, we're here with the Ixtapa family. And we're going to do a family interview today. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2026.
My name is Faith, Faith, Mejia.
My name is Ramon Mejia, Ramon Mejia.
My name, my name is Benito, Benito.
My name is Megan, Megan. Last name Mejia, Mejia.
My name is Ophelia, Ofelia Mejia, Mejia.
My name is Ramon Mejia Jr. Ramonmejia.
Well, we're going to start out this interview. We're going to ask a couple questions. I have Faith, the granddaughter, the daughter of you guys, and she's going to help interview us today. So I'm going to start with Faith. Can you share your family story and how your cultural heritage has influenced your journey into the restaurant business? And if that's a pretty tough question, maybe Papa can answer that one.
Yeah, that's him. I don't.
Okay, so Papa, can you share your family story and how your cultural heritage has influenced your journey into the restaurant business?
You want to know when I started?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I started in my own business or when I came to United States.
In what year?
Well, I was 16 years old when I came to San Mateo, California, work for a restaurant. I worked there for maybe 9 years, something like that, and I moved to Seattle, Washington in 1981 to open my first restaurant. Name Mazatlan was Mazatlan, my first restaurant. I put it in Bellevue in 1981. And I have my partner. My first partner was Andres Cardenas, and Clemente Andrade, my brother. And since maybe I worked there and opened my maybe 3 or 4 years, and I opened my first restaurant, and my name is Tapa, a name in Ixtapa. That was in Monroe, Washington. So that was what year I don't remember, but now it's about 36 years when we opened the first Ixtapa in Monroe. And my partner was Mateo Barajas and Jesus Barajas. We opened in the main street, downtown Monroe. And since then, I've been, open restaurants and work hard and trying to, progress my name and make my name grow and open here and
When did you open Duval?
Duval,
1990.
1990.
1990 does not seem too long ago, but it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And will you describe, Mama, can you describe opening here in Duval? Because you're different today than you were when you first opened.
Oh, yeah. Very different.
Yes.
This lady used to go to Bellevue and ask Ramon to buy her restaurant, which was just a little space over there. It used to be like a bakery coffee. This used to be a laundromat, and the other one was a drugstore. So, Ramon says, we're moving to Duval. And when I came and I started looking at Duval, I was scared. There was nothing in here, especially the house that we bought. It was so different from the other ones. It's not very far from the road, but it was nothing, no houses, no street, like big holes. And so I got really scared, but I said, okay, whatever. So we moved to the house and start working over here and make my life around here. So I don't think I can live out of Duval anymore.
So do you guys live up Big Rock?
No, they live in Big Rock.
Okay.
We live up at the high school. You know where Cocopella Garden is? Next to it.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Junior, you were probably, did you work in the Monroe restaurant? Or were you too little?
It's too little.
Were you even born yet?
Yeah, no,
No.
when we moved here, I was 8 years old.
Okay.
And he thought he was being punished because he was a city boy. He grew up in Bellevue, so he could ride his bike from like his restaurant to the house to 7-Eleven. So he went from being a city boy to crickets. So he thought he was being punished.
And how do you feel about that now?
I love it. I love being here. I don't think I could ever live anywhere else.
That would
Because I love the fact that everybody knows each other. It's almost like a thing where we watch out for each other's kids, which I love. I love that about this community, and the fact that we take care of each other. At least I try to take care of. If you know somebody, and I've had a couple instances where I know parents' kids, and they're like, "Oh, I don't have any money." I'm like, "Don't worry about it." I know they would do the same thing for my kid if my kid was in that situation, and then parents usually come back and thank me or pay me. Either way, it's something that I feel like I can let my daughter walk around the street 2, 3 in the morning and not have to worry about anything. Whereas if we lived back where we lived now, I wouldn't feel that way.
Right. Bellevue is a little different.
Yes.
So tell me about the expansion, Papa, when you purchased the building and then what made you decide to expand?
Well, in the beginning, we just leased the building in the beginning. And my landlord asked me to buy the building. And I decided to buy the building and I started expanded to the laundry. I spend a little bit this way. And later on, we expanded to the pharmacy. And because we done so well, thanks to the community, thank you to the customers, we've been doing so well. So we decided to enlarge the restaurant.
Do you remember what year you finally made this whole building your restaurant?
I don't remember. But,
Maybe 1996.
something like that.
Because we
1980.
leased it like maybe 6 years before we bought it. And we only bought half of the shopping center. The landlords were really, really nice. Fred and Lola Weisenberger. And they carried the contract, and we're here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Faith, do you have a question? Maybe you can ask your dad.
how has the law changed since you first opened the restaurant?
It's a change. I'm gonna send that to mom over here. My mom's been-
What was the question?
Your law changed since you first opened the restaurant?
Oh, a lot, a lot. It was like, I think they used to be like really small. There was no houses, no high school, no bank. I think it was one bank called Valley Bank, and there was
Safeway?
no Safeway. There was no lights, like on the street lights are like this. And it has changed like from 10 to 100.
Do you think you have more business as the population has grown?
Mm, I don't know.
I think yes, we have more business, but we have different demographic of people coming into town now, because I've noticed a lot of the customers that we've had for 15, 20 years have moved. So we have a new type of crowd coming in to Duval, which is great because we've expanded things a little bit and changed our menu a little bit differently. And I think It's honestly, it's sad because we've missed the people that we've had coming for so many years, but we're also excited to have a new crowd coming, a new generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I-
think we serving the kids of their
Yeah.
kids, you know,
Yeah.
like the parents and then the
Yes.
kids and then their kids, you know, and I know a lot of young people move out of Duval. They can wait to move out of Duval. And now I see them buying houses over here.
They come back.
Yes.
And I think too, when there's spring break or Christmas break or things like that, the people who have moved away, you know, they come back and we get a lot busier because their first stop is Ixtapa because they've been away at school or, you know, they're back visiting family. So that's always fun to see how their lives have changed, but still they come back, right? It's like coming back home.
It is one of the staples. When
Yeah.
people come to visit, they say we have to go eat at Ixtapa.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yes. And I think for, you know, like Mama O said, that they move away, but then they ultimately come back. So we get them back in one way or another.
Yeah. So let's talk about when you originally started. How many employees did you have and what does it look like today through the expansion of 25, 30 years?
Well, I start with two cooks, and that was the who made the food and the help cook, and one dishwasher, two waiters, one busboy,
And you,
and one hostess.
Yeah.
And me and Ophelia, you know, that's a, I was about eight or 10 people. We started with it. Yeah. And that was, since we opened, I mean, that was really, really good. But the space we got over there only sitting maybe, what is it, 40 people, something like that. And the funny part was, in that time used to be a smoking and
yeah.
okay, okay. And then
It's crazy.
I put a piece of wood right there in the middle, in the small restaurant. So that's a piece of wood for this high. And this is not smoking, and this is smoking. And people just go for it. They say, really? Yeah, well, that's what I can do. You want to smoke? It's this side. And the smoke is still coming, you know, putting people. But, you know, that was the funny part. I had to do a smoking or not, you know. But only the
That's actually, you were probably doing that ahead of the time of people understanding like this is, could be gross.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I don't know how we can handle it.
Yeah. That's incredible.
And then when you know, that was when we started, you know, sometimes we don't have any power, you know, we have always we have a problem with the power. So, and the customers used to parking in the front of by the door, put the lights of the cars
Yeah.
and show, you know, light out the restaurant so we can still serve it because, you know, the kitchen we use, you know, gas and that kind of stuff. Keep going. We put those lamps, you know, the battery lamps. So
That's
uh,
community.
yeah, and the people that was so much fun. They say, "Oh, okay, I put my car over there, and you park it over there, so we can light up the restaurant, so we can serve have the food." That was really nice. It was a lot of yeah, that was so much fun, and you know, we keep service, you know.
Yes.
But you know, it's we have a lot of good times with the people. I still, that's why I'm still here. You know, I love my people. I love to work with the people, and when they see me, they love. They say, "Ramon, you two working?" Yes, I come in every day. Believe it or not, you know, when I'm not on vacation, even on Sundays is my day off. So I come in the morning and see everybody show up to work, and do they need anything, and you know, I just love what I do because you even I never work any place out like construction or yard work or anything. I just work in a restaurant for 56 years, I think. You know,
56.
yes,
Just a bit. You must have started when you were 10,
16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm 70 now, so
Wow.
yes,
Look at that, he's 70.
yes.
70 years young.
So you had mentioned your restaurant when it first started here in Duval sat about 40 people. How many people can you seat now in this facility?
But 200 people, 180, 200. All depends how busy we are. sometimes we put everybody together. So just you know, not right now it's kind of quiet, but before we used to put it together and put
Yeah.
a lot of more people. But it's 180, 200 people. Yes.
So then do you still own Monroe, and where have you expanded to with the name Ixtapa?
Well, I have Monroe and I have Raymond Ridge and I have Carnation and I have
Stanley.
Snohomish and I have a Clearview and I have Stanwood. Yeah. And before, but
And
last year I used to own the restaurant La Corona in Clifton, but we just sell it to somebody else last year. So and I used to own those.
So that's like 5 or 6 restaurants.
Yes.
Who's managing that?
Well, I have a partners in each one.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
partners in each restaurant, and like I say, I don't want all the money. I want to split the problems, split the money, and don't have it too much headache because it's too hard, for employers, salesmen, produce and everything. So
Yes.
and plus, my cooks who they helped me to open this restaurant, there was 2 nephews, and I decided to try Oregon and Portland, Oregon, to try.
And Ixtapa in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, the first stop I opened it in Portland. That was Gregorio Barajas. His name is Gregorio Barajas. He started with me in Newburgh, Oregon. And we started opening in a couple places, and now I have partners in Oregon, like nine doing the small business, but I have a partners in each one. I have a 9 restaurants over there in Portland. So,
Good. That
yeah.
would be a lot of work to manage.
but I have a good people, good partners. I mean, they make money, I make money. So, some make a lot, some make but, everybody's doing good. So because I don't bother them too much. If they make money, I make money. If they don't make any money, I don't make any money. Yeah. So
That's how it
I trust
rolls.
people. I trust people. I trust a lot of people.
That's a key piece, trust.
Trust people, and I depend to them. They want to be my partners. And I just let them. If they do well, I never bother them because why? You know, it's I'm so happy to have a good people work for me, and I'm trying to get along with them. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Operations never is.
No, it's not easy, especially restaurant business. It's a lot to take care of it. So you do it, you want to do things good the way you learn, because I never went to school to learn how to run a business. I just learned it by life. Working and working and trying to get an experience and what was the best for the restaurant and see things, new plates, new drinks, uh, everything. But I like my job. It's the main thing.
So Faith, do you have another question maybe for mom or dad?
How has the restaurant evolved over the years?
oh boy, I think that, like Papa said, he's always trying new dishes or new restaurants, when we go out to eat as a family. Even though we're with Mexican food every day, we still love going out to eat at other Mexican restaurants because you want to see what other people are doing, so we'll get together and, hey mama, oh, have you been here? Or let's go here. And even if it's not Mexican food that we're eating, we're still experiencing how other restaurants do it so we can stay up to date. The other day he was picking out plates, and even something like plates, he puts in so much time and effort into, what plates are we going to use? How are we going to do this? Is this better or is this worse? Trying to enhance the dining experience for our customers. And I think the one thing, I married into the family. I think his legacy that he has built is always evolving. I mean, it's incredible that they met at a restaurant. She was working at a restaurant, the same restaurant he was working at with her brother, Tio Mango. And that's how they met. So they were all working at the same restaurant. Papa, Tio Mango, and Mama O were all together at a restaurant. And so that's how it came together.
Now, is
So-
that in California or
Uh-huh.
after? Okay.
In California.
We met in California.
Yeah, so he actually knew his brother-in-law, Tio Mango, before he knew
Mhm.
Mama Oaks. And so I think had they not met, it wouldn't have been the same thing because his strengths are not her strengths and her strengths are not his strengths. So they come together perfectly. They're both really great cooks. So I think that goes into it. You'll have recipes that are hers, you'll have recipes that are his, or stuff that's together, or in the past are cooks. All of his business partners are family, right? Carnation Ixtapa, that's Grace, that's Mama Om's sister. And then Stanwood, that's family. Everybody is family. So I think all of us together, if we're getting together with other partners, we can combine. I love going to Stanwood. You get Marcos, that's our business partner over there. He has a mango margarita. It's so good. And so even though we're still the same, it's still so different. I could pick something at each Ixtapa location and say, oh, I really like this. I dream about the fajitas in Oregon at Staten, right? The Staten Ixtapa, is that the one where your godfather's at?
Yeah.
These fajitas are so good. So I think we're just evolving, but still trying to still connect to how things were back in the day. So
Originally.
it's this fine line between how do you expand, right, and evolve at the same time with staying rooted in culture and family and this legacy that they've both built for not just us, but for our kids.
Exactly. Two of the kids sitting right here.
Yeah. There's
So,
two other grandkids, Lainey and Nolan, Ramon's younger sister's kids. So I'm sure you've seen
yeah,
them around. You can see Mama O or Papa walking over to Family Grocer with all four kids. When Faith was little, like one, Papa, Family Grocer has the little tiny, shopping carts. Yeah. And so Faith would take one and just push it from there to here until eventually Papa bought her own to keep over here. And she would. I'd get pictures from Patty, from Mama Patty at Family Grocer of, oh, I got a visitor today. It was Faith with her grocery cart pushing it from here to there. And some days it was just an apple, or some days it was this or that, but that's always been her favorite thing. And now his favorite thing is, Papa, take us to True Value. Papa, take us to Family Grocer. And Faith too, when we had the consignment store over there, you remember that?
Mhm.
Faith went over to with Mama O to the consignment store that was right over here. And Mama O didn't have her wallet, and Faith said, "It's okay, just charge it to my aunt's account." She was like, I don't know.
She got this big shoe,
4?
yeah.
Yeah, she wanted these
Big shoes with heels, and she put it on, and she was walking like.
So I think that's like the community that Ramon was talking about, right? Where else can you
Yeah, their
take his
favorite
grocery
store.
cart from Family Grocer, one day and go charge something over here or walk over to Cece's and
Yeah.
feel safe.
yeah, exactly.
No, my 4 grandkids, their favorite store is the grocery store.
Yeah.
Take me to the grocery store.
Mhm.
My favorite movie.
Plus, I got my daughter Patricia. She was 1 year old when we moved from Bellevue to Duval.
Mhm.
Yeah, so she's we have 2 beautiful
Grandkids.
granddaughters, and he married to Greg, and they live about 3 or 4 miles from here, and she's she always she's a good girl. She's a very, but she never asked me for work over here. I don't know. Maybe she's smart because that She doesn't want to get with Betty and and those things like me and my son, we got sometimes we have a about the business we got a little bit of problem, but but we like what we're doing, so we just keep going and
It's a relationship.
yes,
Good
it
times
is.
and bad times.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Because they think
Yeah.
exactly the same, but neither of them thinks they think exactly the same.
Mhm.
But almost, and I can
Mhm.
tell you, they have the same brain. So one is saying one thing, the other's saying the other thing. They think they're saying different things. They're actually saying the same
Yeah.
thing. And face brain is just like their brain.
Wow.
All three of them.
So you guys met in California. So how many years have you been married?
Whoa, how old are you?
I'm 44. So
44, like
How old is he? She was telling
maybe
people
50 years.
she was telling people he was like 3 years older.
Yeah.
We've been together for maybe 50 years.
50 years, yeah.
50 years. Yeah. So we know and
And then there's Ramon and
we have a
Yeah.
girl before and
Yeah,
she
she passed.
she passed because she was having heart problems and then Ramon came in,
Yeah, actually, Ramon is a California baby.
Yeah.
yeah, he
He
was
was
born
born
in
in
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
brought her when he was,
6 months old.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a Halloween day.
Yes.
And, I never, I've been to Washington before, but in the airplane, not driving or everything. So we were driving, and then I remember we stopped by a little town, everything was like so different for me. And I think we stopped at Denny's or
Dennis,
some,
I
yeah.
think the first
And everybody was dressed as a witch because it was Halloween. But I thought it was the town,
Oh, Mama.
I keep on saying, this is a witch town or what? Why is everybody, dressing up like that? And then we remember it was Halloween.
Oh, thank goodness.
was way different for us because in California we used to rent a apartment for what was it, 1,200, something like
No,
that,
1700, one
1,700
bedroom,
or
yeah.
something like. We came over here to Crossroads when I opened the restaurant in Crossroads. We paid $250 per month, two
And it was a
bedroom, one bed
huge
behind the restaurant.
Yeah.
Pacific, Pacific Village.
yes.
but yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Village apartments. So that was way, way cheaper than we used to pay in San Rafael, California. So
They used to go
yeah,
to the office and ask, is that 250 a week or a month?
yeah.
And then he looked at me and he goes, a month. Why? It's too expensive? Oh, no, never buy it.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a sign of.
And probably those apartments right now, they're probably $3,000 rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inflation has changed a bit.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about legacy. Ramon, you are the namesake. You're the second generation. What are you planning on doing? Do you plan on doing?
So my plan is to keep the business running, to keep it pretty much the same as possible. But although changing it, putting new dishes in, maybe new drinks, just kind of, and still having that same,
Base.
yeah, the same thing, just kind of, where people feel comfortable, like it's their second home. I want to, be able to talk to everybody, know everybody, which, um, it's funny as how things have changed. Where I remember when I first started working here, I pretty much knew 90% of the people. I mean, it was funny because someone could come to the door and I already knew what they wanted, or I knew what specific things they liked or what they didn't like. And now it's kind of, I know some, but not everybody. But I'm starting to learn because of the new customers that are coming in. They're becoming,
Regular?
regulars. Yeah. But my thing is, I want to keep the same business, the way that my dad's run it for the last, 35 years. I want to keep it the same way. I want to keep it going. I want to be part of the community because been here since I was 8 years old, and I love being here. And, I love the people. I love the customers. It's
And since you've been here since you were 8, so
Yes.
you must have graduated from Cedar Crest.
Yes.
And you married.
Yep, married.
How many years have you guys been married?
We've been married, well, she counts it as,
Yeah, I count, we haven't known each other for so long, but we got married in 2014. That's when we got married, and we had Faith right away, right after that, so,
So there's 3 generations sitting around this table,
yes.
which is a big deal. For me, being a generational,
Yeah.
how important it is. Faith, and that's why you are
She's got-
helping us with our interview process.
She's got big plans for the restaurant.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Since she was younger than Benito, she's always telling Papa and her dad, oh, you should do this, or if it was me, I would do this or do that. She's got lots of ideas in that head of hers and what she's gonna do when it's her turn. She's got a long ways to wait, but she's ready.
Do you plan on going? I mean, Papa didn't go to school and he had he learned through just doing it. Do you plan on going to school?
Mhm.
Or do you plan on working?
I want to go to college because I want to be an esthetician too. So I do want to go to college and then come back here. I think. So
And in the meantime, you do a lot of interviews for Duval TV. You did Easter last Saturday. You're really good and well spoken. That being said, do you have another question for someone in your family?
yeah, how did you choose the name Ixtapa and what does it hold for your family?
That's a Papa question. It's
How
Papa.
did I choose Ixtapa?
Then
Well,
Okay,
What are you, Mama?
we choose Ixtapa because my first restaurant was Mazatlan. My brother owns the Puerto Vallartas. And, there's a town in Mexico with a really popular, for the people coming from United States. And we say, okay, well, there's a Puerto Vallarta and there's Mazatlan. Why we don't put Ixtapa? And it's a short name, and we like
When?
the letters and everything for Ixtapa. And me and Mateo Barajas, we decided to put Ixtapa. And it's used to be, everybody put names from the all towns in Mexico. They put the names and the business, like a lot of people from my town is about maybe 3,000 people in the town. And
And what is your town?
Cuautla, Jalisco, Cuautla, Jalisco. And it's people from there, we have maybe, I don't know, maybe it should be about 500 restaurants in whole United States, here and everywhere. Most of it, I see Mexican restaurants, they family from Cuautla, Jalisco.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because they
Lost Margarita. He knows the Lost Margaritas owners, but what's the other one? Papa? Azteca. They're all from the same. All of those name restaurants, those Mexican name restaurants here in the state, right in Washington, they all know each other. They're all friends. They're all from the same area. It's all connected.
the town my dad's from, the sister city of the town is Renton.
Yeah.
In real life?
In real life, yes. It says it on the front entrance of
Yeah.
the town when you first walk into it.
Interesting,
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So one thing that you guys are well known for, and we have a picture of it in the Wonder of Duval book, is the horses. Can you tell us a bit about the horses?
Okay, yeah. No, I as horses is my goal, is my hobby. Is used to be in Mexico too. I ride horses, but because the money you make is so expensive, I just wait to make money to support my horses and everything because I like to do things for my animals, take care of it. So I have enough money to buy a place and have a horses, and I do parades. And, in my restaurants, like Carnation, July 4, and Duval Days, and Monroe, and Snohomish, and Stanwood. Then we go to the racetrack, in Arbor. They have a Mexican day fiesta so we take our horses over there to the racetrack. So every year, we've been doing that for the last 20 years.
And how many horses do you own and how do you find the riders for the horses for like the Duval Days Parade?
Okay, no, there is a lot of people over here in Washington who they love horses. And I just put it in the day, Duval Days in the Facebook because they know me. We get together in rodeos, get together in parades and everywhere. So there's they look at it and say, it's Duval Day, coming to see Ramon and having fun over there and
Bring the horses.
bring the horses. We go to Seafair too, Seafair in Seattle. We've been doing that for last 25 years, I think. Take our horses over there to downtown Seattle and ride them right there in Main Street, then 5 miles from the Space Needle to Seiko Field. We ride horses, So we take mariachi bands, we take dancing girls, we take everything. People love it. Love it. They love it to see us every single year and in Seafair. So
Amazing.
We go to Oregon, and just like he does Duval Days, the Seafair and the 4th of July parade, he goes to Oregon with his partners, and they have horses too in Oregon. So the same experience that you'll get here with the mariachi and the Mexican dancing girls and the horses, and it's the same thing, but in Oregon. And there's even a few dates he'll go to Mexico to do the same thing. There's a couple big days that he has to go back. And I think that's really his way of sharing his culture, right, with Duval, is he's doing that right here on Main Street. And if you put him back in Mexico, he's doing that right back in Mexico.
me and my friends and cousins from Cuautla, we will building build like
Rodeo.
to make it rodeos and that kind of stuff in Mexico. So we are about 43 partners, and we building a beautiful place for rodeos. We bring singers. We do rodeos. We do everything. We got a beautiful place over there. So, but we are 44 or 45 partners. We did it in 1990,
Mm-hmm.
something like
That's
that,
when you started?
when we opened it. Yeah. So everybody from my town decide to do something about nice things for our own town, to build a nice place.
Yeah.
There's 43 arches for each of the partners. So it's so beautiful. You can see it from the 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 highway. Goes to.
Yeah.
You can see it's a beautiful place, but that makes us to get together once a year. Not everybody comes, but most of them they come over and we do like festivals, 3 day festivals, and ride horses dressed up like charros and
Mom, do you go down too?
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
Sometimes I went one time to each, and I'm getting old. I don't feel like getting up so early and going, but
It's early.
yeah. And so yeah, I've been to all of them in Mexico here, Oregon, but not I don't go every year. Sometimes, I feel like going, I go,
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
did one, we all went together. We ended up at a rodeo. Where were we this summer, Pop? For your birthday?
Stanwood.
Stanwood. Yeah.
tango. Yes,
And
we
we
do.
had the best time at this little middle of nowhere rodeo
Really?
out in Stanwood. Yeah. They had bull riding, and they had all of the dancing horses. I'll have to show you a video of it. But And everybody there, the announcers were celebrating his birthday. So that was really fun to count how many times they said his name, wishing him a happy birthday. And it was just a last minute thing. We went and had dinner with my sister-in-law and our business partners in Stanwood. And at the last minute, we said, "Oh, we're gonna go with you, Papa, to this little rodeo."
Celebrate.
And we
Because
had,
you're only 70.
yeah, and Grace.
Only 70.
Yeah, Grace,
Only.
his sister, came. And we just had the best time at
Yeah.
that little rodeo.
Benito was
Food.
dancing.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, he was on the horse. Yeah,
he loves
he was on the horse with Papa. So
he loves the horses just like his papa.
Do you ride horses yet?
Oh yes, a lot.
Yes.
Mhm.
Only when it's sunny.
And which one's your favorite horse?
Oh, true.
Yeah,
He's the calmest.
he is. He's a good boy. Huh.
Nobody else.
No, he's my favorite too. Although we went and saw some of Papa's horses in Oregon, and I picked out a couple of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Right.
This white one I really like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I like one blue eyed, like one
yeah, she
beige
was.
colored eyes. She's white. She has this beautiful white mane. Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Faith, do you have another question maybe for your dad?
Um, how do you balance out the maintaining authentic Mexican cuisine while trying to a diverse local
Where are you? Then? Clientele.
clientele?
How do you balance maintaining authentic Mexican cuisine while appealing to a diverse local clientele?
So doing that, I would say the majority of that has to do with the cooks. Cooks are the ones that actually
Yeah.
so they're originally from Mexico, so they have view of it from what they would eat as a kid, about what their parents would prepare as kids. But then when it comes to that, we kind of do a little spin off and say, okay, well, maybe not, we're not going to sell a bunch of this because people don't like this type of ingredient or things like that. So the great thing about being in the small town is that we know what our regulars like and what they don't like. So we kind of combine both. So we kind of put our heads together and say, okay, well, let's combine this dish, but then let's not add this, but let's add this to it because we know a lot of people order this. And so that I think the majority of it comes from our cooks because they're the ones that are always in the back. They know what's selling the most, they know what's coming out the most. I mean, that's that we always pick their brains and we say, hey, what if we do this? If we do like for example, street tacos. How do we make the street tacos the authentic Mexican, but also cater to the people here in town? Well, let's not add so much spice because
Yeah.
not everybody likes spice. Some people do, some people don't. So we just kind of make it where
You can
you
customize
can
it.
customize. Yes, exactly. So
And I think his Uncle Chewy, who works, I mean, he's been working for you guys.
I'd say 27 years.
Yeah.
So
27 years.
he's the rice master, right?
Mhm.
Like he could literally make that in his sleep, and that's such an important thing to have. And he makes that every day or every morning. He makes that for the customers. So I think he's really mastered
I
that.
honestly think that we have the greatest cooks because they've been with us so long, the majority of them,
Yeah.
and they put so much pride into their work. Especially, that they're here at early in the morning prepping every day. They're here, they're happy, they love, seeing the restaurant busy and seeing it thrive. So I think we're really lucky to have so many employees that have been with us for more than 15 years. They've been here and they love being here with us. And my dad's always instilled in me to always treat my employees like family. Take care of them.
Well, half of them are.
Yes, half of them are, but another half it isn't. It's taking care of them,
They
making sure
become
they're happy.
family fast.
Yeah, because it's if I'm not taking care of my employees, they're not going to do the job right. I want them to feel that I oh, I explained it.
Appreciate them.
I want them to feel appreciated, but I also want them to understand that, like, any problem they have, they can come to me and I can help them out. But I think that's what the key is to having your employees here for such a long time. That's what my dad's always shown me, is that if you take care of your employees, they'll take care of you. So
Yeah, and so proud to say that our food is fresh. No preservatives, nothing, everything is from scratch, made every day.
beans, rice,
Mhm.
guacamole, salsa.
The salsa,
All of
yeah.
that is freshly made every single day. We're here every morning prepping that stuff.
Even down to the type of tortillas. That's why our chips are the best, because we buy our tortillas special from a small business. I mean, now they've gotten so much bigger, but when they started buying tortillas from them, they were such a small mom and pop organization. So
You've been able to grow because you
Yeah.
guys have.
All the other
that's
restaurants.
why our chips are so dang addicting.
Yeah.
Because they are fresh, homemade. These are not, well, we walked into the restaurant supply store and bought tortillas. No,
Yeah.
chips are
They're made here.
Nothing added on, no sugar, no salt, nothing. Pure tortilla.
So I would love to wrap up the interview and maybe take the camera and go visit. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah.
can we do Hulu?
Yes, of course.
And we'll have the microphones follow us
Yep.
so we
Okay.
can hear everything. So let me unhook this.
You want the microphone?
Oh, you gotta get the magnet. I'll put it on one up.
Megan, you can carry it in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna mic Daddy. This is where we were original. This was originally Chevrolet's. This to that one. All right back here, and the door was right back there. Yeah.
So, hey, go back kitchen here.
Kitchen.
So this right here is the man right here. This is my uncle. He's been here with us. Yes, yes. Jesus. My uncle. He's the guy that's been working here for 27 years with us. So this is the guy that's here every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. So go through that way. The oldest to play Carlos. Hold on, let's find him. Where's he at? Carlos is. Over here. Oh. Right there, just stay right there. Carlos, ven. Gordo, ven. And then this right here is Carlos. This is one of the other employees that's been here for a long, long time. So yes, everybody knows Carlos. Everybody loves his margaritas. So
And what is that?
that is a drink that a lot of people make in Mexico. It's got fresh squeezed lime, tequila, and squirt and salt. It's really good.
Carlos, how many years have you been here?
26 years.
Wow.
And let me go over to my aunt so she can be put on there. Yeah, well, here's the patio here. Okay. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Long time. Getting, oh, okay, no, she doesn't want to be. Okay,
She's.
yeah,
So Brenda is your aunt.
yes, but
She
she's,
is the sister of, or?
no, so she's an aunt through marriage.
Okay,
So, but she's been here for almost, I'd say, 15 years. And she's my manager. She's the one that, if I'm not here, she's in charge. So she's the boss. Yes. So if I'm not here, or if we need something to be done with all the employees, she's the one that takes care of everything.
you
So
go sneak by.
okay, okay.
Your mom.
Yeah, just wave, yeah. Just go like this. Hi, Thea.
Yeah, mi mamá.
Ready? Thank you.
And then I'll show you our pantry.
Okay.
You want to show them the pantry that he's doing? It's pretty big back there.
Well, talk about fresh food, right?
I know, but it's pretty big.
What's your favorite ingredient, Benito?
That probably be the
Uh,
salsa.
so-
Yeah. The salsa is really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the other Carlos.
This is the other Carlos right here. But he's and the other famous Carlos. So.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
You.
Muy bien.
All right, we're gonna wrap up the interview.
Good job. Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.
Restaurant
Hi.
tips.
Restaurant kids.
Dr. Pepper and orange soda.
Yeah, can I get something else? Thank you.
Serve yourself.
That's
Okay, we're gonna get a group picture together.
Oh, okay. Que quede una foto. Sacar aquí, pa.
And everybody's going to wave bye to the camera. Where are we going?
Right here.
here.
Oh,
Put it down there.
yeah, you can. And then turn it more to the.
This way.
There you
There
go.
Down. There you go.
To the. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ixtapa. Thank you, Ixtapa. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're so tiny.
I'm so tiny.
Mama, I'm gonna go all the way up though.
Thank you. I see.